happy days. It's time for some FACEIT League. I've got some NA expert for you here tonight. It'll be our last expert match of the week. We'll be focusing in on Master Division from here on out. But we cannot neglect Tier 3 as part of what we do here. Got to make sure we give our expert division some coverage as well. This is where we're bringing the next generation of Overwatch champions. It's where they're training and grinding as we speak. And, well, you know, we're going to have, I mean, two good ones here for you today. Let's just take a look at our standings. Teams, that is. Project Village coming in 7-4. The Cafe, I have the Cafe at 15th. I mean, Cafe, definitely some young upstarts here. And these are two enormous back-to-back wins where they didn't drop a map. Wait, let's see. When is the last time this team dropped a map? They dropped a meager two maps in this 7-game win streak. And they were both to Carter Garden. Interesting. Who currently sit 8-3 as well. That was a map 5 banger. We need to make sure we're getting a close look at these two teams. These two teams are on the rise, This match tonight against Project Villain. Wait. Has been rescheduled. I had not seen that until just now. Normal versus Athena is at 9. Ooh! We get Carter Garden versus Noctis. That match starts in an hour. Expert be on fire right now. I can't agree with you more, Arrow. We can just pivot. We got plenty of time. We got Carter Garden. We got Aurora Noctis. Aurora Noctis kind of had a mutual parting of ways with some of their squad earlier in the week. And this is a team I had rated at number 1 at the start of the season. Just recently coming off of a loss to the Cafe, as a matter of fact. We were kind of compared with the old roster. Let's see, seeing, you know, who's still here. You see, we had Noctis rated in 3rd as of this power rankings, which was done on 8/22. Now we have lost your Hitscan and Juven. It looks like Nodi's gone too, right? Yeah. So you lost basically both of your starters, your starting DPS players, and that was such a powerful part of the squad. Where was Juven and Nodi. Arlanta also parting ways, it looks like. We got Gloomy and Manoa here for sure. Jade, Mookie look to be newcomers. Manoa was sharing with us earlier that this is mostly the New York Giants roster that we saw in Season 5. It was a strong roster, and they will be a total New York Giants roster as of next week. A lot of these faces here, though, I don't know. A lot of these new names for Aurora Noctis, I mean, like we saw a little bit with New York Giants. Fairly new. And speaking of new, okay, so I would be remiss if I didn't talk about Carter Garden here a little bit. It's our first time getting Carter Garden on stream. They have had a spectacular run here in Season 6. It is their first season in the league. They are currently 8-3 with, let's see, losses to Gaff, Cafe, and Nagacad. Like, there's no shame in any of those losses. Notable wins. You're able to beat Donkeys, who, you know, dished out a couple of big wins in their own right. You're able to beat Jurassic, who's another top teen up here. Went over Crimsons, but Crimsons, I think, is very streaky. I mean, they're still 7-5. I mean, that's still a solid win. If you're Carter Garden, you're beating Crimsons, you're beating Tot, who's 7-4. You know what? So, I mean, yeah, okay. You've beaten Jurassic, who's 8-3. But it's our first time getting him on stream once again. I'm excited to get a look at this team. They did get the map pick, so Carter Garden chose Oasis, and we'll choose to go on the red outlines. All of NYG is in by tomorrow, says EXO. Jade is Smarties. Okay, heard, okay. Let me get side swap for you. We got a Noctis ban onto the Genji. I say it's our first time getting this team on stream. It doesn't mean it's our first time getting all of these players on stream. Nyanza and Vendi are the two that stand out to me the most. But we've had Catch on here for sure. We've had Akua on this stream before, who are sitting in the subs as of right now. Oh, wow. They just jumped right into this map. Holy cow. Was that a Wrecking Ball ban I saw? I believe that was a Wrecking Ball ban. Yes, it was. We're not wasting any time. Let's get into this. Play your game. 114 level Tracer. Jade, my new friend Jade. Oh, I need to give y'all some prets. Here, let's get y'all some prets real quick. And my margins broke somewhere in there, but that's okay. We'll fix that for map 2. So let me get Preds in, and then I will go over what we're seeing on screen. Now, I mean, Card Guard, not gonna lie to you, Card Guard are the favorites here tonight. With all the changes that Aurora and Noctis have made. Just on that alone, that they've made so many changes to their team that, you know, it's gonna be you know, tough for them to find that synergy this early. But, you know, I try to keep you Preds, even if you don't use them. I'd rather you have the Preds in something fun, some games if you want, you know? It's just good habits for me as well. Firefly, aka the Rat King, will secure the final kill here for Carter Garden as they take first cap. All right, we get all our ducks in a row. Are we all good? Did I get you everything you need out there, friends? I think we're all good. Mono is a mean tank, and on a hazard, definitely a tank that can offer a lot of carry potential, like quick burst potential. You know. Right now, we're just walking front and center. Stroll right up the gut here, backed up by a Kitsune Rush out of Mookie. Faruski does have the answer in Kitsune Rush, but Vindy low, and Jade's able to pick up an opening kill. Finds Nyanza, sticks the Lucio. Oh, the Suzu in time from Faruski. Had to be the saving grace there. Otherwise, that Lucio is toast. That first fight win does get Carter Garden up to 44% in this opening cap. But we do get the flip. I was gonna say, I know how you feel about being, I don't know why it just popped in my head. Caster Jill. I know how it feels like, oh, I was kind of embarrassed somebody saw that. That was kind of my thinking, people, when I realized people were seeing, like, the pictures I was putting up. Like, I don't know why that just popped back in my head in the middle of this match, but I want you to understand, like, I know how you feel. I've definitely felt that a lot. Sound barriers for both of our squads here. Downpour gets tossed in from Manoa. Beats Fade. Bubble down, and a beautifully placed bubble from Vindy. High value in the middle of a very close quarters 3v2. And it blocks just enough damage at just the right time for Carter Garden to find this flip. And that's some of that synergy that we're talking about. That's beautiful teamwork. They're out of CG. Jade is a social butterfly. You know, just giving presents to all the friends. He's got another pulse bomb coming up here. Even though the Suzu, you know, able to save Fire Carter from that last pulse bomb, it's still a beautiful stick. And hey, he's still got a very important cooldown now. Swift step to escape that one. Kitsune Rush in response. But hey, Jade 2 for 2 on sticks here. Mookie does have the answering Kitsune Rush. You can see Vindy leaping up to the high ground, trying to escape that burst damage. Manoa with the Kitsune, putting out so much work, but Jade's gonna fall. Vinny's gonna pursue with this primal. Manoa ends up down in the depths of Oasis. 95% on the board here for Carter Guard. Did y'all like that view of the palm tree? It's a pretty looking palm tree. Vinny goes down. Oh, the Death Blossom from Firefly to close out the OT. That's a 164 opening here for CG. Okay. Wavy is gonna match the Firefly Reaper, and Manoa finds that kill immediately. So there you go, right out of the gate. Firefly was 11-2 on that opening round, by the way. You can see why they got focused down very first thing. Manoa says, hey, we have to get that Reaper off the board for me to be able to do my thing. Here is the hazard, and you know what? Well, Wavy delivers. Also, I love the aesthetic. The galactic guns with the purple of the aura, you know, whatever that kind of halo-ish thing around the Reaper. Like, this is a really cool aesthetic. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. That looks sick. Little approach for high ground. The high ground not really at a premium here. I mean, it allows you to stage, but you don't have anybody positioned up here permanently. So, I mean, a quick drop down, no problem. Shadow step into the back, try to find Mookie. Mookie just gets protected by their own wall. Really nice wall there from Manoa, defensively used. Now continuing rush, thrown onto the battlefield. Guns pointed in, Fire Carter brought down. Somebody knocking at my door? What was that? That was a loud noise. Good fight went there from Aurora Noctis. They're going to get that up to 57%. Beauregard, is everything okay in there, buddy? Oh, he's telling me about it. No, probably a Amazon or something. Wavy gets dire triggers in this series. It's over. Guess what? Wavy has got him. 78% towards another Death Blossom. Shadow Step. Top rejoin some friends where everybody is staged. Here comes Firefly. Continuing rush in play from Fawerski. And this is what prompted the move up to the high ground in the first place. Pulse bomb lands on Manoa. The block will not be enough to negate. Well, not negate enough damage. There you go. That's what I was trying to say. Emperor Sebastian, I appreciate the follow. My dog is still barking. Alright, apologies. We're back, friends. And Noctis on the back of a Kitsune rush, a Death Blossom out of Wavy. They've given themselves a fighting shot here. Oh, but not able to pull through. There at the end. There at the end. That does all tilt back into Card Guard's favor. Sorry, apparently, like, there's a car that lives in my neighborhood that has their car rigged to backfire. So it just sounds like explosions going off as they're driving down the road. Anyway, I had to figure out what the hell was going on. That's what my dog is freaking out about. Oh, then he gets punished. Swapped over to a hazard during this overtime fight. We've had Noctis get the flip already. And Jade adding it on another tally. Make it 2. Noctis will force a round 3. We're headed over to the university. So he takes this opening map. Okay. Sorry, we'll get back locked in here. Nans are going to So. Cheers, we had in university. Vinny pulls out the eraser, finds first blood on the Wavy's Reaper. We're going to first cap, going over to Carter Garden here to start things off. Oh, hey, I don't have outlines on for you. There we go. That'll make it easier to see what the hell's going on. Oh, Jay's able to find Nyan's a little revenge for that fantastic shot on the Gloomy. I'm going to push in towards the supports. Jade recalls back out. Supports, though, they kept distracted long enough. It's a good fight win. They're out of Noctis. Jade just providing enough distraction into that back line. It's all is needed there for Noctis to get this flip. Firecar going in deep alongside Firefly and Faruski. I guess Faruski stayed in the back line. The other two went in way deep. Firefly's able to find another here through this fight. And this Kitsune Rush has, you know, helped leverage in the front line. Nice little finish. Firefly with a little 3-piece there to cap off that point. Kairos, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate the prime so very much. Huge. Huge, huge. I appreciate you. That means so much. Each one of those helps so very much. Thank you, thank you. Downpour tossed in here from Manoa. Ooh, unclear if they caught anything because I put the camera up in a terrible spot. Looks like a couple of different fights going on. It was just a swarm off the Sal barriers. Pulse Bomb from Firefly is going to pick up one of those Lucios. Win with a 3v2, so it seems left on this point. 96%. Firefly able to even the odds. Down low with Faruski hanging out in the basement. We're going to get Nyanza returning with an overclock. Those two will pop up from below. Ooh, Vinny trying to chase down Wavy. Will find them and Gloomy, basically in the same volley. Oh, y'all are too kind. Thank you. Oh, much love, friends. Much love. Y'all are amazing. Great start from Carter Garden. What an opening map. Hey, you know what? Noctis not looking too shabby with their new roster either. I think we got a good one on our hands here, friends. We are going to get a Suravasa pick out of Aurora and Noctis. They will go ahead and take the attacker's position. What do you ban? What do you ban? I mean, let's see. What do you think? What gave you the most problems here? I mean, you want to try to attack the Eraser out of Vendi? Especially going into Suravasa? It's exactly what they're going to do. Yeah, it's exactly what they're going to do. Let's check out some stats here from map 1. What stands out? What stands out in the stat card? Very close, actually. Especially if you start looking at deaths. You have a couple extra deaths for Wavy, like a few more deaths here for Noctis in general. Very close. We're looking at 29 to... What is... Oops. 29 to... That's going to be 13, 19, 22... 30. So actually 29 to 37 in total deaths. I mean, like, that's really not that much. I mean, as far as, you know, team fight. Maybe 2 extra team fight wins for Carter Guard. Kind of how that at least how that math works out across all 3 rounds, mind you. I mean, it's pretty close. It's pretty close. Firefly, your Elim leader, 25 and 7. Vindy is going to be your damage leader at 11.8k there in that opening map. Oh, shoot. Sorry, we did not get Overwatch back open. It's all right. We'll get in there in just a second. No worries. Might be a touch late. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Oh, it's going to be a Sojourn ban in from Carter Guard. Perfect timing. Look at that timing. I know what you're talking about. We didn't miss a beat. We didn't miss a beat. Mono is going to play the ball here. Oh, you love to see it. We get the maul ball. The maul ball. That's just fun to say. Wavy appears to love this Reaper. Is going to stick with it. Firefly matches on the other side. So we're feeling edgy. We're feeling ballsy. Carter in control of the point. I mean, winning fights looks like in and outside. Oh, that was just... Oof. Jade just got their ears blown out. Mookie gets hunted down. They are just going to all corners of the map here to find these exit picks. My goodness. Well, I know, just chilling with sunglasses on the point. Firefly's like, get out of here! Get out of here! Meanwhile, me on ball. Okay. The ball is not having the desired effect. This is just going to be free cap going over to Carter Guard. Yeah, I mean, maybe Mono is just trying some things, trying to play ball at a higher level or something. Maybe putting some practice in. I don't think we was having the same efficacy as we were seeing from the hazard earlier. We can do it. Continue rushes on to this point. Firefly, I think, was hoping to see if they could unleash this Death Blossom. Wavy has moved over to a Tracer, gotten off of the Reaper. We're gonna get Monoa coming off of the Wrecking Ball, has returned here in the pseudo spark colored Zarya. Oh, it just gets ran over. Like, just standing out in the open. Bionic Berry, thank you so much for the follow. This is looking a little bit more one-sided. Carter Garden so far here have only had 2 deaths. He's opening couple of minutes of Suravasa. We do have a pulse bomb from Wavy. Let's see if we're able to do anything with this. You know, we find the Lucio with this. Oh man, wouldn't that be a great opener? Give yourself a sound barrier advantage. It's gonna be Nyanza actually be the first one to throw down the pulse. Will be the first to throw down the beat. Firefly Death Blossom into the mix. Bono is able to get onto the point with the bubbles. Jade's got a blade in play. Did not really see it get much of anything. This is just kind of chaos on the point. Zarya's able to out damage here on the objective, despite, I mean, you know, we kind of saw I felt like the self-destruct kind of went awry. Neither sound barrier really getting a lot of value. The blade definitely got nothing. A little bit of a sloppy one on that one, y'all. That was a bit of a sloppy engagement. But you do end up with Aurora Noctis coming out on top when it's all said and done. Give themselves some percentage here. Vindy swapping over to the Winston. Oh, okay. Vinny tries to leap in, and as soon as Vinny jumps in, they just get hit with a Kitsune Rush in the face. Immediately melt. Like butter on a grilled cheese. Give you some gloomy pop. Okay. Magically on ball. I don't know why I'm zooming out. Like, this fight's continuing. I was zooming out like our teams were going to back away and, you know, go their separate ways and move on to the next point. I think we're headed right next door. Yeah, we're just headed directly over to Ruins. Grab tossed in here from Manoa. Trying to win an opening fight, but Carter Garden got the sound barrier down. Oh, Jade at 1 health. Wavy at 1 health. Vindy takes care of one. Fire Carter the other. We'll get a first cap here out of Carter Garden. Massive sound barrier advantage with Fire Carter using theirs in that last fight. Oh, Jade's gonna pull the blade though early. Yeah, wasn't quite set up for that. The blade's just gonna fall flat here. Ends up having to run away from the rest of the team. Almost got caught in that Kitsune. Bubble used from Mono to get them out of harm's way. Beat from Gloomy will at least result in a kill on the Fire Carter. You're able to win out that battle against the Kitsune Rush. Now layering in Mookie's Kitsune Rush. Firefly tries Death Blossom in it. Good speed out. Despite not having Gloomy there, it was a really good disengage, and it still doesn't look like it's going to be enough. The Primal Rage might just outlast here. Wavy gets popped by the dual shotguns. And then this is going to be Carter Garden taking Ruins in the 2-1 lead. We're headed to the other side. We've got Palace and Garden are left. As if having Fire Carter and a name of Carter Garden, we're now going to a point called Garden. Oh, and actually we're going to Palace, excuse me. Never mind, no Garden for you. Death Blossom out of Wavy. Good enough for a kill on the Firefly. Yeah, a couple different fights going on between Tracers and tanks. Oh, Manoa ends a trade. Vindy now totally outnumbered here, though. Fire Carter has returned alongside Firefly. But they're going to back away. They thought about trying to fight it out, realized that they were outmatched. It's like you're better off just not eating that stagger. I'm not even on the screen. I'm taking strays. I'm sorry, Magically. Oh. I mean, you're not wrong. You're literally not even on the screen and taking strays. For real. Grab will catch the Winton. Winton Gaming. Oh! The sound barrier is late. Pulse lands onto Manoa. Flip from Carter Garden. Oh, Jade's gonna go down. Mookie decided to invest this Kitsune Rush. I guess you get the opposing Kitsune Rush out. The joke has to be about Manoa. All right, no, I mean, it's very specific. Very specific. I think that's gonna cost you double, Kairos. I never said you get to like request the joke topic. All right. I can't. I'll do my best. Suzu Soundbearer to protect Mono through the Death Blossom. Vinny's gonna pop this Primal. Fire Carter gets chased down. The beat has faded here from Gloomy. Oh, but Wavy's still singing. It doesn't need a beat. Wavy can sing a cappella. And it's your favorite song, Die, Die, Die. Do we get Garden? Here for Fire Carter and Carter Garden. Alright, we got a touch in there from Nyanza. Playing it from the left-hand side. 4-1 split. Pulse lands onto the hazard. Block and Suzu. Used to protect against it. Wavy's able to fly one. Shadow step up to the top. Kitsune Rush has been in play here from Mookie. Faruski will have one to answer with momentarily, but Vindy's got to be able to survive here after swapping over to this hazard. Will not do so. So the Kitsune Rush stays in the pocket of Faruski as we head to one final flashpoint and see who takes Suravasa. There's spawns over here, right? No! I'm big dumb. I got turned around. There's the rush. Faruski looping around coast side. Just a disengage. Pure out of Mono and Noctis. Watch for Nyanza trying to sneak in. Has been marked by Jade. Recall forced. Wall already used. Now looking for the Suzu. Vinny forced to use the Violent Leap defensively. Not ideal. Gloomy's able to find Firefly early in this fight. What is to be a very, very important first cap here for this fifth flashpoint. Sound Barrier has been invested from Fire Carter. Gloomy's still a little bit away. And Wavy's going to fall so close to their own ultimate. Vinny in a bit of trouble as the Rampage from up on high. Mono, where were you when you hit that? That was ridiculous. But is it just me or Mono just come like flying out of the sky with that Rampage? First cap goes to Noctis. This is me disengage out of Carter Garden. Wavy making sure that Nyanza is fully disengaged. Ooh, Wavy. Yeah. Staying around for 1 second too long. Shadow Step anticipated, and Vinny's able to close the gap. What an opener. Now Gloomy has a tough decision. When do you put this beat in? Choice is just going to be not this fight. We're getting a flip. Noctis decide not invest anything after losing Wavy early. A disastrous turn as Wavy just stuck around for 1 second too long. Hey, we've all done it. Like, oh, it's okay. I got my cooldown. I can get out. You hit the post with the Shadow Step, and Vindy just was 1 step ahead of you on that. Now Wavy looking for some salvation. Throws the Death Blossom in. Will get held by the Dalborn. Overrun by the Kitsune. Firefly will run off what remains. One final fight for Suravasa. A 1-1 scoreline, very different from a 2-0 match point lead. But one team fight will decide that major difference here in this one. One where Gloomy has Sound Barrier, but it's the only thing for Aurora Noctis to work with here in this new roster they just put together. Firefly already in the back line, has the Death Blossom if they need it. 91% on the board. We've got few on the point here. Noah's been able to create a mismatch on the point, but whoa, it was a beautiful barrier. Firecarter able to get that in, saves Faruski with that. And now opening pick over to Mookie here. 99, 93 on the board. Death Blossom on the corner, booped away, but Gloomy is going to go down. Nyanza dives in to finish off what remains. Carter guard, take map 2. And, you know, when Mono first mentioned something about, like, hey, you know, we're going to be kind of playing more fun stuff, brand new roster, like, you know, we're kind of in mutual parting ways with the roster you had come to know. I was really worried that this was going to be incredibly one-sided. I kind of, you know, like that market was starting to look a little like it had gotten away from Aurora Noctis here. And this one goes all the way down to final fight. Mono makes the swap to the Zarya, then over to the Junker Queen. Able to have big impacts there in the fight. I'm sure put up enormous damage. It's a Runasapi pick from Noctis. I got one that may be a little bit more. Okay, we are going to get a Zarya ban out of Carter Garden, or Reaper ban out of Noctis. I imagine is what this is. 2 guys walked into a bar. The third one ducked. All right, let's get into map 3. Let's see, I owe y'all Preds, right? I owe y'all some Preds. Get your gambas in. You'll have 3 minutes of hearing my voice. Get your gambas in. I just want a ball. Oh, no.
3, 2, 1. Objective unlocks in 30 seconds.
The ball, Noah. Vinny finally able to play their diva. I think Vinny's been itching to play this hero since this game started. I mean, we did see a little bit of the Vinny diva in map 1. We're not going to be seeing any more of it in this team fight, as we get Noctis here with a good opener. I'm sorry, we were like, I didn't even get you any stats from map 2 or nothing. It was just dad jokes. It was all dad jokes between maps there. I just want a ball. All right, Mono continuing to attempt to ball. It's all about finding room to set up, and get in, converge on a target, or create enough disruption where you just break the ranks. You know, draw attention. You can see both Faruski and Firecarter have to turn and, you know, turn face Mono. Gotta respect the ball. This does take attention from those supports off the front line. So it's can. Now, here's what's difficult, I think, is, I mean, this composition just requires some synergy. It just requires some coordination. That's tough to come by early in the lifespan of a team. Considering rush over this front corner. There's a little bit of a scramble here on the corner. A little roll in over the top. Pile drive will get some built up. You see Jay comes in with the blade. You'd like to have seen that timed with that pile driver. Maybe an opportunity there to AJ Oh, Firefly's gonna get 3, 4 with this blade. Oh my god, sorry I was late to that Firefly. Wow. Firefly just diced up the whole team. I love how there's like all this shit in front of the car, like crates and bikes and aww. It's Lexa and what's is it Lena? I forget her partner's name. If Maddie was here, Maddie would know. Mono just, I mean, it's just not gonna let them have this corner. That corner belongs to Noah. Soundbarrier engaged. Good run down there from Jade and company. Oh, the stagger. Oh, the stagger. Oh, they're actually going to let Vinny get back in back. Okay. Oh, but a bit of an uncoordinated response there from Carter Garden. The front line pushed in before Vinny was really in a position, you know, in an attempt to try to stop the cap. I believe it was Nyanza who tried to go stall, see if they could prevent the cap. You know, worth the shot. But Nyanza gets popped, cap comes through. And to be the lead, kind of snuck away here by Noctis. Good Kitsune Rush run down a Fire Carter. Boruski trying to escape. Jade's gonna win out the duel against the Cyber Ninja inside. Ooh, a little aerial display to fight Faruski. That is a risky move. They're able to survive though. Faruski will be looking for, you know, maybe a greedy pile drive here from Noah, especially if maybe Gloomy can catch the momentum. This Kitsune Rush could just be the end of it. Or maybe we just run down the backline. It's not a lot of targets to catch with the Kitsune Rush here outside. I mean, really, at all. Such highly mobile comps on both sides. I mean, this is some of the most frantic Overwatch we've seen in a long time. Just, I mean, as far as compositions, never mind the team play. Mono is showing us a little tech off the car. Soundbearer out to protect against Firefly's blade. Oh, and Jade will complete the dash through finish. Make sure there is no value gained on the back of that. Now Mookie coming up on a Kitsune Rush. We should go ahead and layer this in. With a kill on Divinity, I don't think you need to. Mookie's actually able to pick up 2 through that. Had found Faruski before we got into their paw. That was a nasty little double kill. Now Kitsune Rush here to extend this lead. With just over 3 minutes remaining, Aurora and Noctis are actually in a pretty good spot here to send us to a map 4. Firefly goes into a Torb door. Come get your armor. TVNT kinda. The spinning mines over the top of the point. Consuming a rush from Faruski. A dying wish. Throwing in this before they get pushed into said mines. Firefly still trying to play out of the window. Vinny has to just back up to that window. And that minefield ends up being enough for Aurora Noctis to get control of the bot. They've got Nyanza still trapped way behind point. Back out towards the middle. Suzu was late, but Firefly still receives the healing from it, so it does not go down. Both sound barriers ready to go. It's really all we've got online. I mean, you've got a remake available in the form of the self-destruct, but all eyes on Fire Carter and Gloomy. Mono low. Has to run out of there for some heals. A full disengage. This Noctis just kind of scatter to the winds. (103 to 58 with 75 seconds to go. We're in the real parts of the map now. Jay trying to follow up on that pile drive. Does not quite get Carter Garden with that one. Or Fire Carter, or whoever they were looking for there. Eventually, we'll find Firefly. After the barrier has faded. 5v4, favoring Aurora Noctis with less than a minute to go. Nyanza, the blink in, would love to find Wavy. Not gonna happen. Wavy gets topped up, good cover. Mookie there to provide the heals, provide the damage. Mookie's been outstanding here so far in this map. What are we looking at? How are we doing, Mookie? Mookie's 9 and 3, 6,400 damage. Currently leading your supports. Yeah, Mookie's definitely been putting in some work here. All right, both Kitsune rushes on the field. Ooh, Mono in deep. Use that grapple swift step just to try to heal them up. And Aurora Noctis having to give up a lot of space there in the middle of that Kitsune rush fight. Mono immediately re-engages though. Doesn't give up so much space that they have to back up the street. Want to make sure and hold this corner. That run back is just so dangerous. Wavy able to land a beautiful pulse. Finds Fire Carter here through this fight. Firefly's going to respond with the molten core. Now there's just lava everywhere. Because there wasn't enough fire in the match. Jade with the dash through to finish them off, though. Finds 2 at the back of this fight. And Aurora Noctis will send us to a map 4. Circuit pick, Batman. It's Carter Garden get their first map pick. Since the first map. Check out some stats there from map 3. Get set for map number 4. Manoa able to go back into that Zarya. Let's see. We saw the Baptiste ban there from Noctis. Let's see. I owe you a ban. Manoa 20 and 2 in that previous map, by the way. Jade comes up with an enormous 20 piece as well. We're looking at a Sigma ban out of Noctis. Jade 21 and 3 in that previous map. Had most damage at 9,400. Had gold damage in the lobby. We'll stick with the Genji heading into this defense. Yeah, virtual. Reverse sweep is in the cards. Hey, Vinny's gonna match the Zarya here. Oh, Zarya, man, is just so fun to watch. Good bubble on to Jade. You see Manoa just glowing. Bubble and dash used to get Firefly out of harm's way. And this defense so far is eating a minute off the time bank. Wavy with a great opening pick. Finds Nyanza. Nyanza's sticking with the Sojourn. There. Well, we've seen Wavy kind of going into this Freya a couple times. Now, Freya obviously took a pretty significant nerf with this, you know, coming into season 18 with the changes in the perks, most notably. Losing the bonus drift there in your updraft. Considering rush, it's out of the defense. Oh, and you're able to find Fire Carter. God, those are just some nasty, just chunky bombs. That's another minute taken off the clock by the Noctis defense. You do have the Faruski Kitsune Rush available, ready to go. Wavy hits Firefly with that bubble will be used just to get them back into safety. You can get Fire Carter up to the corner. You can get this orbital tone towards second corner. And this can be pretty nasty. There's the Kitsune Rush tossed in with the speed ring and a big grab. Was that even a grab? You didn't even need grab. Everybody just got caught. Like, Manoa was the one that grabbed. Oh, got deflected. It got deflected. Ew. How? I did not catch that. I did not catch that. Like, it took a second. I was like, wait a minute, what just happened? That grab got deflected from Firefly. That's exactly what just happened. Oh, and I didn't have. Oh, I wish we had caught that a little bit better. In the chaos, it was hard. I didn't see it. Maybe y'all saw it. I'm sure y'all did. Now Vinny comes in with the second grab. Double, well, Suzu and Sound Barrier. Try to hold this orbital ray to push it through. We're gonna get a second fight win in a row. God, that deflected grab into like 5. That was one of the coolest plays we have seen all season long. That was so rad. Wow, that was cool. God, it just took my brain a second to wrap around what happened. And it was so enormous. DPS ult available for both sides. The Mookie Kitsune Rush could be the difference maker here. Faruski still a little bit away from theirs. Watch for the blade from Jade to see if they can keep it from coming out at all. No shot! Nyanza shuts it down. But there's 3 ultimates out of this defense. Looks like they will eventually stabilize. Oh, did I get your Preds? Oh, shoot. You can have Preds. Fuck it. I know it's like kind of late, but now do we have any Noctis believers? Let's see. Let's see. All right, Kitsune Rush in play. Manoa with a huge grab all point. Jade's able to dash through. That one caught 3 or 4. We'll get another defensive hold here out of Noctis. Continuing rush from the defense. You got grab and orbital online, and assuming. Oh, but the grab from Vinny this time gets deflected. Wait a minute. That one got deflected back.
30 seconds remaining.
That Gloomy beat. Maybe it was, oh, maybe it was just their grab caught too? That was down the low ground, so I thought it got deflected. That is a very early orbital. Like extremely early, just kind of evening the odds. You're gonna give a major advantage to Jade with this blade late in this. There's the Dasher. There's the Katana. Trying to hunt down Niantic. 2 quick swipes. So just gone. Nice little finish on the Firefly. And it's a beautiful blade from Jade. 4-piece to cap the defense. And Aurora Noctis with the win con set here on Circuit Royale.
Score 0-1. Switching sides. Initiating match. Ready for battle.
May Soch. Vindy back into the Eraser. Had such a good Eraser, we saw it banned out. They're in map 3. Worked out well for Noctis. They forced this map to have the honor of this Circuit Royale, which was, by the way, a Carter Garden map pick. Oh, Firefly, that is an awkward spot. Okay, they were able to get out of there. You see the chase coming in. Jade recognizing, hey, that could have been a very vulnerable Firefly. But they acknowledged that they were not in the best of positions. Ooh, but Wavy catches Fire Carter, who was also in a terrible spot. I feel this in my bones. Farah. Seems fitting for a hero named Firefly. Wheels down there from Wavy, taking a lot of damage. Then he able to just kind of muscle back. Aurora Noctis, push him around good corner. Continue to rush through it, Ed. Sorry, I was just kind of focused on my camera there for a moment. You know, just enjoying the sights and sounds. That is Circuit Royale. It's gonna be a big Terra Surge tossed in. Firefly trying to see if they can find a kill through it. We'll get Wavy, but Ma Noah is Thanosing out on this point. Thanos Noah melts through your backline. Aurora Noctis, put a point on the board.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
406. You don't even have to make it into the hotel. This is looking very winnable here for Noctis. Vinny swaps over to the Tsar. You have, what, Orbital and Barrage to work with. Grav, Blade, Sound Barrier available to try to cap this out. We had Jade deflected into a 5-player Grav and start of this map. Excuse me, I think it was actually Firefly. Oh, you don't even need the Blade to clean that up. The Grav is enormous, catches 3. That's more than enough to win this fight out, and you get the Orbital Ray out from this defense. The good news for Carter Garden is they kill Manoa. So not only do you get the tank out of there, but you reset that charge. Now Manoa is going to try to make it back to this front line, see if they can hold this choke. It's a little bit of a race. Firefly able to push out and gain some precious space here towards 10. Yeah, this is going to open that up. Nyanza is able to capitalize, pops an OC, and we're going to run out Noctis here for the meantime. It was those late trades, 2 picks, was enough to help this defense stabilize. Wavy response. Now we got a bolo shot in, open for a quick counter punch. And they're going to be able to layer in a Kitsune Rush here shortly. Faruski's still about 15% behind. Let's see if they can catch up in that. Oh, Noctis biding their time for bubbles, I'm guessing. As the Kitsune Rush is now tossed in. Gloomy goes down on the approach. Trying to chase down Vindy, or excuse me, chase down Nyanza. Vinny was able to get a bubble in. Ends up being a battle of the Zarya's, and even with the Kitsune Rush, Manoa has to back away. Good kills from Vindy as they find the pick on to Noah. Stabilize here with a little over 2 minutes remaining. Who do I have to win this? The Aura in this chat just peaked. I mean, Carter Garden are your favorites coming in. Aurora Noctis basically had a full rebuild right before this. So you can imagine, I mean, just, it takes time to build that synergy. And so definitely, with the way Carter Guard's been playing, I think we're the favorites coming into this. But the Noctis are fighting back. They've got a $145 here. See if they can force this 5th and final map. Wavy in a bit of trouble. We'll just get melted, run down. I mean, just photon cannon. You got the smart excavator. I mean, all sorts of massive, amazing weapons were pointed at that Bastion. The Gatling gun, as powerful as it seems, suddenly looked a little like a bean tosser. All right, Vinny with an important grab. Hits 3! It's gargantuan. It's Thanos. Dressed up with pink hair. Snap their fingers, and there goes half of Aurora Noctis. All right. One last defense. Plenty of ults to work with. Sound barriers for both sides. Manoa's grab might be the big difference maker of this map, of the series, if they can connect with a good one here. Watch out for the Kitsune Rush out of Faruski. Mookie does not have one to answer with here. Grab will 5 Vindy. Sound Barrier does not hit them. They're hidden behind that pole. Sound Barrier is out from Gloomy, and Jada's Blade in play. 2 slices down onto Nyanza, and 3 quick picks here for Aurora Noctis. Good combo. Jade finishes off those last couple of kills needed. This cart has drifted a little bit ways back. It's OT spawns for this defense, though. Can anybody make it back to try to contest? It's Vindy up out in front. Teleporter swap. Symmetra in. We're going to get a fight for the back of this point, and Aurora Noctis spent everything they had in the previous fight. Kitsune Rush now in from Faruski into the backline with the Tectonic Shock comes Firefly. A couple of good shots land on the Wavy. They're gone. The Suzu was used. It was so close here for Noctis. Health bars are looking so desperately low. And a wonderful retake and a smart swap to the Symmetra will solidify this series. Carter Garden will win it out 3-1. Ooh, Noctis kept it interesting, though, didn't they? Ugh, GG's. GG's in chat. I was kind of hoping it would be the deflected grav. That was the play of the season. That was the coolest play I've seen all season. A 5-player deflected grav. Like, when my brain went, wait, what just happened? That was so rad. What a play. Firefly comes out with top damage there. Not surprising for your Soj to have top damage. But Nyanza comes out with MVP of my heart. I mean, yeah, I gotta give you MVP for that. Like, that was an MVP worthy play. I don't know. Honestly, it's kind of hard to not give it to Vindy. But I mean, in my heart, I want to give it to Nyanza so bad. I mean, that's play of the season. I've got to give Nyanza MVP for that play. That was so huge. Vindy made it 15K in that map. I mean, honestly, Vindy is doing so much work. The maps that you're able to win is when you're keeping Vindy quiet. And the honest reality probably should be Vindy taking player of the match. I mean, just look at the damage output. Just look at that damage output. Firefly does, in fact, is actually bad at games. Had gold damage there in map 3. Otherwise, it was Vindy all day long. So, despite Nyanza having the coolest play I've seen in a long time, maybe one of the coolest plays I've ever seen on this channel, Vindy Min has got to be your player of the match. But Carter Garden. Carter Garden is the story of the night. This is our first time on stream. They're looking really good. They're looking really good. I love the coordination out of this team. Vindy looks super strong. I mean, again, this is, brand new season, a brand new team this season. We have seen these players before with this Carter Guard squad. Now moving up to 9-3. Only the second team behind Archelon to hit 9 wins as of right now. Let's see, anybody else hit that tonight? No. Nope, nobody else hit that. We'll see if Cafe can hit it when they take on Project Villain on Saturday.